Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a tag video today because I haven't done one maybe a year. I think the last one I did was the Pinterest tag back when I was redoing my channel again. I come on and off every couple of months, so I can do both actually, and then just upload them like a week apart or something. I don't know. So you'll see this shirt twice because right after this tag video I'm gonna do the other one too because I like them both. So the breastfed challenge video is the one I'm gonna do first, and I have the questions here. And the first question is, where's the craziest slash most random place you've breastfed? I think the most awkward place I breastfed was in like the little seating area, like the Target cafe part. I think every Target has like the little place where you get the popcorn and the drinks and stuff. Well, I think Joe might have been like 2 months old, and I went to Target to get things I needed: diapers, wipes, stuff like that. London is, for her, is a requirement that we get popcorn and breadsticks because our Target has a Pizza Hut too, so we get popcorn and breadsticks. And that day she wanted to sit there, which was fine because Joe was being very cranky, so I decided I wanted to nurse him. And of course, like soon as I sit down and get everything ready to nurse him, excuse me, a man sits down right next to us and he stared at me the entire time. I'm sure most babies are, I ain't gonna say most babies, but quite a few babies are like this. But Joe hates being covered. He does not like being covered at all, now or when he was a baby. I had plenty nursing covers and swaddle blankets and everything I could think of to try to do it. He hated it. So when I nurse him, I have to be full boob out nursing. And the man was so livid at me being right there. He actually said something to me, and I'm like, what do you want me to do? And he told me, go to the bathroom. I said, we'll take your food and you sit on the toilet and you go eat. Number 2 is, how many hours do you think you spent breastfeeding since your little one's birth? Honestly, when he was born, like literally straight out the womb, we did skin to skin, and he nestled his way up to my armpit. So I brought him down to the boob and he nursed for an hour and a half. I'm sure he did not get much of nothing. He has always been like more of a comfort nurser. Then we spent 24 hours in the hospital after I had him. And one night, like that night in the hospital, I'm pretty sure I only put him down and like he slept the whole time, but he was only in his little bassinet for a total of 6 of those 24 hours. Other than that, he was either on the boob or someone was holding him. Like I had visitors and they were holding him. But if nobody was there, just me and him, because his dad had to be home with London, it was literally like the whole time he was on the boob. Like the whole night he was on the boob. That is why as soon as we left the hospital, I went straight to the store and got him a pacifier, because he still to this day is like, it's all for comfort. He is now 13 months old and still nurses at least 4 times a day. So I'm sure I've spent like a trillion hours nursing. Question 3. Favorite things about breastfeeding. I'm going to be so self-served and so conceited, or people are going to be so upset when I say it, but the best thing for me is like the weight loss. When I had London, I breastfed her for 3 months before I decided to just give up. Basically, she was premature, so she had like a lot of weight, trouble gaining weight. So they had to supplement her, and supplementing became easier, so I gave up. So with her, I lost my weight fairly quickly, but not like it didn't stay gone, I should say. And I did, after I stopped breastfeeding, I feel like I picked up more weight with her. With him, I've lost all my baby weight and some because I'm still nursing. So I think being able to burn those extra calories through breastfeeding is like my biggest perk. Of course, like I love the bonding we have, and of course, like all of those special connections that we have, and all the special mommy and son time that we get because of breastfeeding. I love that as well. But I will say a big perk is the like weight loss. Question 4: the toughest moment while breastfeeding. The toughest moment for me was when he started teething, because when he started teething, he started to bite, and nothing hurts more. Like I honestly say this all the time. Like I have no feeling in my nipples. Like I wouldn't even know you were touching them if you were touching them, because they don't feel nothing. But every single time he goes through a teething phase or gets a new tooth, he always bites. Every single time, and it's always like 2 days before like the tooth cuts through, or like while the tooth is trying to cut through, that he'll bite. But that's like gotta be the toughest thing for me. Number 5 is, how do you entertain yourself while breastfeeding? I sing songs to him and I rub his hair, or a lot of times I'll like be on my phone checking stuff like YouTube videos or commenting or anything like that. Facebook is a good time passer, but a lot of times he likes to be like eye contact and looking at me and touching my chest and everything. So a lot of times he wants me to look at him and talk to him when he is nursing. Number 6: favorite breastfeeding gadgets: pillows, clothing, nursing bras, etc. I did not get big into like a lot of breastfeeding like knickknacks. I didn't have like the breastfeeding necklaces or anything like that. I didn't have like a bobby pillow or a nursing pillow. He wasn't a fan of it, so I've only used it maybe twice before I gave it away. And then I have like my biggest obsession would have to be nursing bras, which are like the basic like little snap like sports bra kinds. I do not wear like actual bras or wire bras, because I get like, I don't know if they call it like boils or whatever underneath my chest, which I think actually was started like while I was pregnant. So like since I was, before I even had him, I was wearing nursing bras. But that's like the only thing that I really got into while breastfeeding. So I guess that'll have to be like my biggest gadget, even though it's not really a gadget. How long do you plan to breastfeed? We made it to our 1 year goal. That was my goal, to make it to a year. Now we are just playing it by ear, and hopefully he weans himself off. But if he does not wean himself by 18 months, then I'll start trying to wean him myself. I'm hoping that once I start working again, he'll kind of get himself off. But by 18 months, I think I'm going to start to try to wean him. I don't want to do cold turkey. I really don't know what I want to do. Hopefully it's easier than it's been like now. Like he refused. The more I try to take away, the more he wants it. So I don't really know. And then the last question is, most embarrassing breastfeeding moment. The most embarrassing breastfeeding moment was when I first like started breastfeeding, and I was like, my milk was coming in and I had a huge supply. It was not like this with London. With London, I had trouble with my supply. With him, my milk came, and it came all at once, and I would literally be soaking wet. I'll have to insert a picture of one of my shirts. I was in public, and I started like, every time a baby cries, you start to like leak. And he was crying. He had just nursed, but he was crying, and I was just leaking. Like you could have put a bottle under my chest, and you could feel it. Like, it was leaking that bad. And it was so embarrassing because I was in public and people are looking at you like, girl, don't you know you're soaking wet? Like, did somebody throw some water on you or something? Like, I looked like somebody threw a drink in my face, and it was just dripping down my shirt. That is the most embarrassing thing, because I didn't have a spare shirt. That is actually what made me start keeping spare shirts in the car. But that by far was the most embarrassing moment while breastfeeding. Other than that, everything has been great, and I love the experience I've had doing it. And I'm happy I found this video to do the tag. I know this video is actually super old, because the videos that I found with it were like from year or two ago. but I wanted to do it anyway, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, give this video a thumbs up, and please be sure to subscribe. I have a lot of viewers who are not subscribed to my channel, and don't miss out on any of my great videos, and you can get notifications if you subscribe. So that's it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.